What? Whoa.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. So, you're back in this game. I am looking to try out some of the different avenues that the storyline can go through now, because we did finish the game through our first playthrough, but there's clearly multiple endings. How we know this, as we dove into the memories, that there are very many different paths that we missed right here, and these are all the different paths that we missed, so all the different cutscenes. Now, I do feel like I have a pretty good memory of which decisions I had picked that caused these outcomes, and I think I have an idea of where to go. Beginnings and endings, the ending of everything, the space in between. Looks like there's a lot of different ways that this ending can happen too, so there's a lot of different avenues. It looks like they offer you hints at the bottom too to tell you exactly how they come about. So I'm thinking that we're gonna go through another playthrough. We're gonna check out more of these storylines and see where it goes.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right, considering that we've seen and listened to many of these voice dialogue options, we are going to be skipping through a lot of the voice dialogue options. We're going to just get gun right down to all the dialogue scenes that we haven't seen and kind of carve our way through the story as quickly as possible, just to get all the scenes that we didn't see before, especially the end scenes. I don't know how many times, I don't know if we're gonna 100% complete this game. I don't think that's really my goal. I just want to see more of it, because the game did capture my attention and did hold my attention a little bit longer. I do want to see some other endings and definitely want to see some different avenues, so we'll see how far we can take this. All right, let's go ahead and let's say okay, so we don't need to do the explore options really, because the explore options really just press the narrator. I don't think they actually make decisive decisions. So we're gonna start out off the bat. Sweet, I always wanted to offer a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah, we already know this.
This, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him.
We're gonna proceed on to the captain. We're gonna approach it with enthusiasm. But when we approach it with enthusiasm, we're gonna do some different changes, I think.
Entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
All right, so we've tried both of these avenues already between taking the blade and entering the basement. I think that when it comes to chapter 1, I think that we've basically exhausted nearly every option. So we're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'll be...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
All right. So continue down the stairs here. I think I'm here to kill you. Hey, just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yeah, that's new dialogue.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
So, right off the bat, we know that if we free her and then attack her afterwards, we will get the one that we have to fight. We'll get the I don't know, it's like the beast version of her, where it's like, you know, very formidable. So I don't think we're gonna go down that path instead. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. So yeah, I think we're gonna just confess what we're here for.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Alright. Now, I'm gonna tighten the grip in this particular case. I'm gonna approach, but keep the blade with me.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Still threatening
She's
us.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
So, I'm not going to drop the blade. Drop the blade. I'm sorry, can we just talk? Are you sure she's not armed? I don't recall this option.
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Definitely new dialogue. I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Try cutting her down here while we still have the chance. Let's just try cutting her down from here. I don't think I tried that while she was chained up.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
So she had a weapon of her own.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
So, this time I'm going to fail. I'm going to die. Because if I finish the job, I think I'll get the one where we battle each other.
Are you serious? The wound in your neck is too much for you to bear, and you collapse to the floor of the basement, rapidly bleeding out.
I love how sassy the narrator is.
The princess stands over you with an intense curiosity as you fade away.
Wow, that face.
Oops.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
My mother trucking died. The razor. Okay, this is a new path. We haven't seen this one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay. But I died. She's going to kill me again. Music's really changed a lot now. She's going to kill me again. Let's explore this option and see how the narrator responds.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Wow, butter me up, motherfucker. Butter me up, biscuit. Oh, yeah.
It's best to keep it
I
that
love
way.
my compliments.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
I said they cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Lies!
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
What you say? Explorer, let's assume that I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you and why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Thank you. Indulge me.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, we did listen to you in this particular case. We listened to you to the T.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare.
Now you're gaslighting me, asshole.
I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Oh, shush.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Wow, he's getting real sassy with me.
Sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. Yes, but
shit.
in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Sounds like reasonable now, doesn't it?
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right?
Sounds
if you turn
reasonable.
around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Ah, doesn't that sound very reasonable? Anyone ever seen the movie? The Day After? I think it's a Tom Cruise movie with Emily Blunt, where there's like an aliens that are invading, and they're like called alphas and omegas and stuff like that. You remember what it was? It's something tomorrow. I think it's The Day After Tomorrow or something like that. Well, basically the whole premise is that every time he dies, it basically Groundhog Days itself, and then the day resets, or at least the timeline loops over. He gets redos every time, and he gets to learn from his mistakes and try to undo the mistakes that he had done before. It's definitely got a lot of those vibes going on. And when he said that you're dooming yourself along with everyone else, so it kind of like kills the self-preservation element, it reminds me of a scene in that movie where Tom Cruise is just drinking at the bar, and then while he's waiting and just kind of walking across the bridge, the aliens and like make it past the military might, and eventually like just encroach on civilian territory, and he's just sitting there waiting for them to get there because he knows it's coming anyways, and he just dies there. So it just kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Okay. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Shut your mouth. I got questions. All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement, and what is this place? Let's start with that.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yes, sir. All she did last time, if she locked herself away, why couldn't they slay her? I think we've already gone down this path, so we're gonna go, can someone end the world?
She just can, but she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Okay, I think that we've exhausted both of these options. Let's try this and see where it goes when I arrive at the princesses afterwards.
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation, and
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
that's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Okay.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I don't know why they chose this narrative for this construct. I do wonder why. Continue to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will lie.
She
Couldn't
will lie.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
So now that we've got the voice of the cheetah, which is a new voice, my instincts tell me that the voice of the cheated is the voice of reason in this particular case, the one that's got insight into what's likely going to occur. Because, you know, that's the version of my character that forgot or that died previously.
The cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
The mirror, take the blade. Let's approach the mirror without him mentioning it. You didn't say anything about mirror. Let's approach the mirror without saying anything and see what he says.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Same outcome.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Alright. Let's explore the different cabin.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take the blade this time. Failed last time. Let's not fail again.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
To the basement. Into the basement. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I wonder how she looks now, then.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
See what she sounds like now.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Sounds almost robotic to a certain degree.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Wow. How's she look now?
As you descend the final step,
looks normal.
The form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Oh, she's gonna be lying to us outright.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
Look at that! Look at that shit-eating grin on her face.
She can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
And her hands are behind her back, so she probably has a weapon.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
So, if I come close to you, you aren't going to stab me, are you? You know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I like to trust you, but you're being suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. I know you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? God, there's so many options. Of course, fine, I'm going to come free you. You better not try anything, approach the princess. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust this. Bye, turn and leave. Play the princess. Okay. We'll try to cut her down right now. Luckily, this is a completely new avenue, so I will need to return to this to get more avenues later down the road. Do you remember what happened last time? Let's ask her about that. Or I don't think. Yeah, let's ask her about that and go down the avenue of remembrance.
Last time, if someone came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open, surely I would remember that.
But she doesn't remember. Maybe she's just acting like she doesn't remember. She might be a liar.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
I don't know. She's looking pretty sweaty there.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I come close to you. You aren't going to stab me. All right, yeah, she's just gonna lie outright. But let's see what this dialogue wheel opens up.
What? No, no, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
So she says. So she says.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
How convincing! I'm sold. I'm sold. You have my heart.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
You know, this narrator who's supposed to navigate me through the process of slaying this princess is not very good at actually navigating me there, because a lot of times when he navigates me, it leads me to my doom.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
This is exactly what happens, so you do remember. So yeah, let's confront her about it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Ha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Always gonna end with violence, no matter what. There's no escaping the violence. It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it encircles us. I know you have a knife. I'll let you get out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Wow, that was actually persuasive enough.
Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Wow, that stone-cold look in her face is speaking loud for me. Wow.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yes.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Wow. Imagine that.
No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay, well, I know you have a knife. Let me talk things through. I don't have a key. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we just need to let bygones be bygones. So many ways this can go. can we talk things through? Look, or I know you have a knife. I let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Whoa!
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
But then, prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Wow. You know, it's actually very convincing with the sassiness. But what if you're hiding it somewhere secret? let's press this button. Let's see where this conversation goes from here. Oh man.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Whoa.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Look, I don't have a key. I know that you're mad at me, but I think... Okay. Let's try, can we talk these things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Yeah, strangle me with that chain.
Okay, I'm bored now.
The way she just kind of like bipolared that is just wild to me.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's shitted. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
Conciliatory of you. What? Whoa, I actually legit didn't see that coming.
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment.
Whoa.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Oh, she's gonna take that arm off. Yep,
she
just
slices
immediately.
through her arm.
Just didn't even think about it, just like, oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Yeah, she's got a sword and I've got a knife. I'm pretty sure I'm boned.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Look at that smile. That's a smile of satisfaction if you've ever seen one.
She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay. Well, thank you for announcing that to me.
With a squelch,
Oh.
she does just that.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Gotcha. The arms race. This ain't a
You're
scene.
on a path in the woods.
Whoa.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Oh, wow. We skipped forward.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
So we learned something about that. The voices in our heads are able to influence the narrative somehow. They're able to not only influence it, but they're able to like straight up change the storylines.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have what's great, so obviously
Crappy.
you've already been here. How many times?
What did he say? What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It's broken, hurts being sliced to pieces. We better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've been here already how many times?
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That
Maybe.
can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Voice of the Broken, that's a new one.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table.
We take it.
Okay, sure. You
You
take
just
the
take the
blade
blade,
before
we don't
letting
even
me
think
finish telling
about
you
it.
it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Okay, so the voice of the hunted is back now.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
There's more voices this time around, like way more voices.
And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Yeah, typically when you fail one of these missions or like one of these chapters, you only get one extra voice, but this time we got like 3 extra voices. The hunted, the broken, and then I think somebody else.
There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Yeah.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Reasonable. Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
What does she look like now?
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Just
They are
Whoa.
smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. So I noticed that her design looks kind of like very jagged looking, like blades. Definitely a little bit of like roughness and sharpness to her look while still looking connivingly sadistic.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
He must be a machine in this particular case.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Yeah.
Nothing bad has come of it. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves.
That is so
Chain
gross.
clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Well, that's not what I want.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, the chain is off. There's no chain. Fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. That's definitely not gonna work. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't, we're panicking. Going to fight her. We're going to have to stiff up, going to have a stiff upper lip. She can't hurt us if we don't, let ourselves feel it. He wins by killing us, right? So let's beat it. All these ideas suck. Better think of something better. Let's try this. I want to put up a fight here.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Oh, we're probably gonna die because we chose inaction.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
And the way that her hands are still like wriggling right there is just grody as hell.
She skewers you.
Wow. Shish kebab.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Yeah, and her arms are still drooping around.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
That's actually a good point.
As long as we keep moving. Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Don't be like that. I believe in us.
Come on, show me something new.
Huh?
Okay, plan now.
The skeptic is here. It looks like we can kind of bore her to death, maybe. We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. Oh, that's it. I'm going to try to flirt with her. She has weapons for arms. Basically, all the choices. So, it's all of our previous choices. I don't want to fight her right now. We're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't feel let ourselves feel it. I'm gonna follow the direction of the voice that mentioned about stacking our personalities, our voices, and seeing what happens. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again. Your memories blur as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
But these are all the voices we've heard before. Stubborn.
Skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarians here.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Hey.
She skewers you.
The voice of the cold is your favorite? Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. She skewered me.
You're cute.
Hey, she compliments me as she penetrates me. Okay. At least I get a 2 for 1 there.
Doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
Roll it again.
Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
She skewers you.
Okay.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
What I'm realizing about this scene right now is it's picking all the choices I would have picked before. It's just it's cycling through all of them, so I don't have to replay this segment. It's showing me all the outcomes that would have been.
Excuse you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that was the one last time. Oh, chapter 4, mutually assured destruction. I never made it to chapter 4 with these sequences.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from there.
Wow, already there. They just cut the narrator off. Like, yep, move aside. We know what to do.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good.
It is very good.
And oh, what if throw it out the window?
What out the window?
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
The voice of the broken is hilarious.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a
Beautiful woman. You know, I think out of the voices that I love the most so far, it's gotta be the Smitten. I think the Smitten so far is my favorite. I do think that the broken is pretty funny. He kind of reminds me a bit of an Eeyore to a certain degree.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
There's the cold.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Hey.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Hey.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
Wow.
Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Well, thank you very much. It's exactly what I've been looking forward to.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room or anything?
No.
It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Thank you. That's exactly what we're looking to do.
Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the
He's still
basement,
the same.
where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Yeah, I can see the logic
But I
there.
guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Status, got it.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Why do I get a feeling it's like a chainsaw or something? I don't feel like her solution to ending this is anything different than my bloody demise.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
No.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
Oh, now everyone's curious.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Describe it in a very smitten way. Thank you very much.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts.
What? This is not where I thought this was going.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I agree.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Okay, Smitten, we gotta talk about your taste in women.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Stubborn, we need you to go to therapy.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That might be a little challenging.
That looked painful.
Yeah, but probably a lot of release there too, I bet.
How is she still alive?
That don't look alive to me.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
So that's her weak point?
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Yeah, I kinda... No, it looks pretty real to me.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Never thought about it.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Alright,
This is my mind every day.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Two?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You don't act, yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you are already somewhere else. Did I get pulled away?
You're incredible.
Your weapon clashes again and again until you're entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. Oh, I've gone ultra instinct. I've gone straight up the power of nothingness. My body moves freely of its own. I am free of thought. I am free of my spirit. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your heart pounds, and the faster the momentum volley between you. The endless building crescendos, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh, bye-bye. All right, let's go meet our... You don't get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. What do I look like now? You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's ye. It's ye. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel. Can you, pray tell, explain?
Yes. nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart.
Passion.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
She is passion. Because passion can drive you to do great things, and it can drive you to do terrible things. So she's the manifestation of passion in her perspective. Let her out of there. Are you what sends me to slay the princess? Are you what traps me here? Do you know about the place beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Let's ask her what happens now.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, so since we played through the whole segment last time around, we know that we're in a construct. My current interpretation of what I've seen so far that I mentioned last time is that I believe both our characters are godly figures. I believe that her character, the princess, is the manifestation of death and in the end. Our character is the manifestation of consistency and rebirth. That's my interpretation of it. Both must exist and coexist together. However, if one doesn't exist, then it prevents whatever is beyond this world from being impacted by us. So, if we are in a construct, that must mean that we're both imprisoned, and the world beyond is where, where other people live, possibly, civilization, life, whatever it is that trapped us here. And they don't want us to get out. The reason why she needs perspective is because through that perspective, she can find a weakness in the construct with that awareness. Because I think the way the construct works is that it creates these different timelines that confuses the entities, these two entities. And by them being confused, they can't actually do what they need to do to be free. So by us collecting these things for her, because the ending that we got last time, we decided to go back to the beginning. We decided to live together in the construct, and as she mentioned, we would start the cycle again, which is actually awesome that we got that ending first, because then we have an excuse to actually play through to another ending. And so now that the whole cycle is starting again, we can be more aware of our perspective of what's going on here and understand that she is probing for weaknesses, but she isn't realizing that she's doing it. It's instinctive because they both seek the same thing, freedom from this construct. That's my current interpretation so far. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Let's ask her that.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Because she's confused and unaware. That lack of perspective. Are you scared that I will find a way to kill you? Let's ask her that. Actually, I think we only have so many questions, so how much will I forget? How many pieces of you do I have to find? What if you do, what if I don't let you do this to me? Here, let's...
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Because she's the manifestation of death itself. So the concept of death doesn't really apply to her, but us as the manifestation of life and rebirth and consistency and constance, we do fear. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Here's another thing that I'm thinking of. The people that trap both of these entities here intentionally trap both of them together. Not because both of them were dangerous, but because one of them was dangerous, but the only way to sustain it, and the only way to control her, was to provide an equal and opposite reaction to her. If she is a constant death, you needed a constant life to balance that out. The problem at hand is, each time that they died and repeated the pattern, they learned from it. How many pieces of you do I have to find? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I'm not going to wait, or I'm not going back. Let's wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Let's wait with her. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
A funny way of looking at it.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Whoa. My game crashed? My game crashed. But I think the game made me crash my game. It's gonna start up right where it was at, isn't it? You're missing some of the dialogue, guys, because of my setup. So I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that once it booted back up, there was gonna be some missing bits here because of my setup. Okay, there's the audio there. All right, so basically she said that, no, I crashed your game for you, and I knew that you were gonna come back anyways. So, now that you crashed my game, you sly son of a bitch. Now that you crashed my game, she basically said that, hey, I was waiting here the whole time. I knew you'd come back eventually, you know, ha ha ha, forever my ass, and making fun of me about that. But yes, clever gal. How many of you do I have to find? Let's ask her that question.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So, one of the things that I'm constantly noticing about the themes of consistency for both of these entities is that both of them share one commonality, which is to, she stated it specifically. It is the desire to know more, like the desire to understand. That's the both of their desires. So that's why this is a perpetual thing that keeps happening over and over again, is because it desires its freedom, but in order for it to desire that freedom, it must be aware of what's going on. Our entity wants to know what it is, and that it's the driving force for both of them is curiosity. So it's just fascinating to see how these entities kind of are drawn together in that same way.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Huh.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die.